Hi everyone, you already know that you are watching Commerce King Academy right now. Dear students, my intentions about teaching or my thoughts behind teaching have root cause to help out and assist to commerce students in their study or educational matters. It is being stated that efforts are being made by me in the context of commerce education that I have to provide you first any chapters, theory and concepts. After that, then I will explain its examples and illustrations, and after that its related problems. That's it. As stated earlier by me, we are going now same roadmap say we have mentioned in the previous video all the theories or concepts regarding journal, but in this video we are going to start, which is video number 2 of chapter number 4, illustrations and examples of journal. Before starting proper illustrations or examples, I am teach to you about relevant data which comes to my mind, which is very important to explain, which are 4 points. These are the 4 points. First is which are two aspects of each transaction. Say aspects means to say how we analyze a business transactions. The second point is relevant to which accounts are concerned. Say which account will be debit or will be credit in the context of assets or liabilities. Third point is concerned accounts belong to which category. Means to say which account is related to assets or which account is related to liabilities, and which account will increase and which account will decrease in the effect of any business transaction. The fourth point is which rule of debit and credit is applicable on intended transaction. I am chasing you on the runway of general journal with an example of a company. Let's see here company, a simulated company, and simulated its assets, vehicle just like vehicle and its building. In the context of 4 points, we will examine this illustration regarding 4 points. The first entry of Ar-Rahman Construction is on September 1, 2006. Ar-Rahman Construction Company invested $180,000 cash in the business. First, we will analyze this transaction of this company. The analysis depend on first, the asset cash was increased, and the other hand, in the effect of this transaction, the owner's equity was also increased. What will be the rules will be applied? For example, increases in assets are recorded by debits, increases in owner equity are recorded by credits. When we talk about the double entry system, e.g. debit or credit, the cash $180,000 will be debit, and the other effect is the double effect entry system. The credit Ar-Rahman capital credit $180,000. So recording investment in the business has been completed with the help of this process. First, analysis, rules apply, and double entry system. When you make general journal account, you must keep in your mind these steps, right? Dear students, when we'll talk about the next step of journal is ledger account or T account. I will give to you the overview of T account, how we deal these contents into ledger account. The cash will be debit amount $180,000 in T account, and the Ar-Rahman capital will be credited on T or ledger account. After completion the first transaction or entrance of first transaction, now we will move toward the second transaction, which is transaction number B. On September 3, Ar-Rahman Construction Company purchased land for cash in the amount of $141,000. Now the question comes in our minds that how we record this entry in the journal. So let's see here. I revise the entry again. Purchases of land for cash amounted $141,000. First we analyze the transaction, that how we deal this transaction. The asset land was increased. The other effect, the asset cash was decreased. When we talk about a rule, what rule will be applicable on this transaction? Increases in assets are recorded by debits, and the other effects, decreases in assets are recorded by credits. There are two effects in this transaction. The second effect, the cash asset will be decreased in attaining the asset of land. When we talk about double entry system, the land will be debit amounted $141,000, and other entry will be the credit cash amounted $141,000. When we will move toward ledger account and T account, what will be the workings of these accounts? Simple. The cash asset is decreased and credited by T accounts or ledger accounts. When we talk about the second effect, asset land will be debit on T or ledger account. That's it. After completion the entry or transaction number B, now we are on transaction number C. On September 5th, Ar-Rahman Construction Company purchased a building from Kent Company at a total price of $36,000. The terms of the purchase required a cash payment of $15,000 with the remainder of $21,000 payable within 90 days. Simple. The total amount of building is $36,000. The $15,000 is the net payment or down payment of building, and the other remaining amount of or balance amount is $21,000, which will be payable in 19 days. This is the part of credit amount or our payables. After reading or clear understanding about the statement of transaction number C, needs to be know the solution of that how we analyze this transaction in the context of 4 points which we have been discussed earlier. So let's see here. Simple. The short snapshot of the entry is purchase of an asset with partial payment, right? Now we analyze and see which rule will be applicable of this transaction, and then how we deal this transaction into double entry system, e.g. debit, credit, etc. A new asset building was required. Okay, the asset cash was decreased. A new liability accounts payable was incurred. These are the analysis of this transaction, right? Understand? When we talk about the rules about this transaction, increases in assets are recorded by debits. Simple. Second rule is decrease in assets are recorded by credits. The third rule will be applicable on this transaction is increases in liabilities are recorded by credit. When we talk about the double entry system, the total asset building will be debit $36,000. The down payment of cash amounted $15,000 will be credit with cash, and also credit accounts payables $21,000. Another thing you must keep in your mind that this transactions entry have the compound entry, not a simple entry. Remember, or you know, the concept of compound entry is the entry which have more than two accounts, also known as compound entry. So let's see here the compound entry of this transaction. First we will enter the main asset of this transaction, which was building purchased. Building account will be debit amounted $36,000, right? The second entry will be credit, which was down payment given by the company, cash account credit to amount $15,000, and the remaining balance amount, which is accounts payables, was $21,000. The compound entry of this transaction is complete. After entrance of this entry in the journal account, the next thing is how we see this transaction in the eye of ledger account. The asset building will be debit amounted $36,000. Okay, when we talk about cash, another account which is $15,000 will be credit. The third account of this entry in the ledger account is $21,000, which was the remaining or payable amount. We also credit in the ledger or T account, right? Okay. The next transaction of this company is transaction number D. On September 10th, 2006, a Rahman Construction Company sold a portion of its land on credit to David Company for a price of $11,000. The land was sold at its cost price, so there was no gain or loss on the transaction. You must recall the concept of finance concept of where there is no profit or no loss, no profit or no loss, this is the condition of break-even point, right? The main concept about this entry, land sale on credit. Ultimately, accounts receivables comes into existence by the effect of this transaction. So let's see the working of this transaction analysis as well as rules and debit and credit. This is the short snapshot of this transaction is sale of land on credit with no gain or loss. We have break even point, a new asset accounts receivable was acquired. The second effect in the eye of analysis, the asset land was decreased. Rules: increase in assets are recorded by debits, e.g. cash or accounts receivables, right? The other rule or in the effect of second entry will be decreases in assets are recorded by credits, e.g. land. In the eye of double entry system, accounts receivable will be debit in the journal account with amount $11,000. The land will be credit with amount $11,000 in journal account, right? Accounts receivables will be debit and the land will be credit amounted to $11,000 in journal ledger or D account. Okay, after completion the transaction number D, the next transaction number E is here. On September 14, 2006, a Rahman Construction Company purchased office equipment on credit from Tata Equipment Incorporation at the amount or in the amount of $5,400. Understand the statement of this transaction? Same as earlier, now we analyze this transaction in the context of 4 points. The shortest snapshot of this transaction is purchase of an asset on credit basis or an account basis. The analysis of transaction will be a new asset, office equipment was acquired by the company, right? The second effect or analysis of transaction is a new liability, accounts payable was incurred. What will be the rules? First, increases in assets are recorded by debits, just like office equipment, right? Increases in liabilities are recorded by credits. Office equipment purchase on credit basis and accounts payables comes into existence. With the existence of accounts payables, liabilities are incurred, which will be credit. Clear or understand? When we talk about double entry system, office equipment, which was the debit of the company, amounted $5,400 will be debit. The second entry will be credit, accounts payable with amount $5,400. The whole process of journal account regarding this entry has been completed here. Now we will move toward the working of T or ledger account of this transaction. Office equipment will be debit with amount $5,400 and the accounts payables will be credit in the journal ledger account or T account with $5,400. Clear? The next and second last transaction of a Rahman Construction Company is transaction number F. On September 20, the statement is cash of $1,500 was received as partial collection of the account receivable from David Company. Remember the account of David Company. This is the previous account of or previous transaction of David Company. A Rahman Construction Company sold a portion of land on credit to David Company for price $11,000. With the effect of this transaction, accounts receivable was debit amounted $11,000 and credit land with $11,000. The current entry is related to accounts receivables. Is accounts receivables receives amounted $1,500. So let the working of this transaction is, the short snapshot of this entry is collection of an account receivables. Okay. The analysis of entry is the cash asset was increased, right? And the second analysis of this transaction is the asset amount account receivable was decreased by $1,500. When we talk about rules, increases in assets are recorded by debits, decreases in assets are recorded by credits. Double entry system, cash asset was debit with amount $1,500, simple, and credit accounts receivables with amount $1,500. Clear? This is the whole working of journal account. Ledger account or T account, the cash will be debit amounted $1,500 because the actual cash is received by company, and ultimately accounts receivables are decreased by $1,500 in T or ledger account. That's it. Recall the concept of debit company, that was $11,000 will be receivables, total receivables. With the effect of this transaction, $1,500 is received by a company. The remaining amount is $9,500 is also pending or balance receivables. Okay, toward debit company. Let's see here the last transaction, number G, of Rahman Construction Company, which is a cash payment of $3,000 was made on September 30th in partial settlement of the amount owing to Tata Equipment Incorporation. Now we revise or recall the account of Tata Equipment Incorporation, which was transaction number E. A Rahman Construction Company purchased office equipment on credit from Tata Equipment Incorporation in the amount of $5,400. Right? This was the account of Tata Incorporation. $5,400, which was payables of companies. So now in current transaction, $3,000 paid by company to Tata Incorporation. Right? Clear the statement? Now we will move toward workings of this transaction. The first is the snapshot of is payment of a liability. Simple. When we talk about the analysis of this transaction, the liability accounts payable was decreased, right? The second analysis of this transaction, the asset was decreased, which is cash. This is the rule of this transaction is decrease in liabilities are recorded by debits, okay, which was accounts payables. The second rule is decreases in assets are recorded by credits, which is cash. Okay, when we talk about next this double entry system, debit accounts payables by $3,000 in general journal account. The second entry of journal account is credit cash by $3,000. The actual entry of this transaction will be accounts payables will be debit amounted $3,000 to cash account credit by $3,000. Okay, what will be these accounts? First we will talk about cash account. Cash will be credit simple in general ledger account, and accounts payables will be debit in general ledger account. Okay, that's all about regarding journal concept. These are the 4 tactics when you are making journal account. You must keep in your mind the 4 points. So these are the 4 points behind making journal entries. For more examples as well as examples regarding journal account, stay with Commerce in King Academy. See you in next video. Thanks for watching this video, and thank you all again.